Yo, what is up, everybody? It's the dude, it's the rebel, it's the guy that steps next level. It's your boy, Keenan Sargent, aka 1192. And right here is going to be the first episode of KeeKlip Season 2. But this is episode 76, episode 1 of Season 2. It has been a while, and I'm actually glad to be doing some more reviews. You know, it's been like 2 months since last did one, and I was 75. Season 1 was good. Just for recap. Now, if you guys are friend with me on Facebook, Keenan Sargent, you can actually go to my photo album and go to videos, and that's where episode 1, the Superboy, that's what actually got me started. And then I did Star Fox. We've been seeing like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and we've seen a whole lot of good stuff, you know, from double features, some rare games that people probably never seen or heard of. We covered up 2 conventions and a toy show. I mean, not really a convention, but either way. We also on over 25, I was talking about emulators. And once again, 75, I was talking about a double feature of the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. Some big companies clashing out to see who's going to be coming out on top. So, for today's KeeKlip and for Season 2's opening Kickstarter, the game I'm about to review is really a classic. I played this a couple times. I heard about this a long time ago, but no, I never had a chance to play it until now. So, unless you guys like to ride on dirt tracks, you better be gearing up because we're going to have some fun with Excitebike for the NES. Yes. Now, who in the world does not like dirt bikes? You're lame. Anyways, so Excitebike, I think it's a common classic. Basically, what this is, if you guys remember the games like ATV, like was it ATV Mania or something, I forgot what it's called. ATV Unleashed, I believe, or MX Unleashed. This is the old style of it. It's a real good 2D scroller. Also, I forgot to tell you, I actually played this not in NES though, but I played this on a computer brand. It was something called Arcade. Yeah, it was Arcade Street, and they had this in the category under classic games. I'm thinking like, okay, this is the NES, but knowing that's not the real NES style because it was kind of different. But you know, it came close. You know, from the graphics to the characters and all that. But this one is completely different. You have Selection A, you got Selection B, and you also got Design. We'll probably take a look at that later. But for the most part, so Selection A and Selection B. Now, I'll start with Selection A. There's 5 tracks. You got day trash, you got midday, maybe afternoon, and then the last one would be your night course. And so what it is for the Selection A part, you basically want to try to finish a race under the lowest time possible, because that way you can get to first place. I think I had a couple first places a couple of times. I know I did second and third a lot. And it's pretty good. Some of the tracks, there's a whole lot of ramps. There's a whole lot of I wouldn't say oil slicks, but it kind of like it's like patches on the track, you know, and it kind of slows you down. There's also arrows on like certain sides of the track. And it's a 4-lane track, and there's also like arrows. It's basically regaining your fuel, and there's a whole lot of ramps in there. There's also like steep ramps where if you wheelie up, you actually pull off with good speed. And of course, you gotta land right, because if you land wrong, if you land wrong, like say if you're going down a ramp, you basically tumble over and then you just fall off the track. You know, kind of waste your time in there. And then that's basically Selection A. Selection B, same thing, but you actually get to play with other racers. Now I'm not sure if it's a 2-player or not, because I'm the only one playing it. But I think it is on here. Yeah, so then, like I said, basically the same thing as Selection B. You race against other players, try to get the lowest time again. Also, you go for the ranking in first place. And then for Design, you can actually make your own track. And it's pretty cool. I never really designed it, because, you know, I just kind of wanted just to play it. But if I felt like it, I'll probably design one day, and then let's see how that turns out. Alright, so right here, we got Excitebike, and it actually looks good in the graphic and title. I also forgot to mention, if you press reset a couple of times, you can hear the tone change. The second one, your third one, and then your fourth one. kind of see the difference in there. But so first off, before we get to the races, let's actually show you the designing part. Play mode A. So basically, since I did play mode A, you can already tell this is just a regular flat track. No ramps, no nothing. So now I'm gonna actually go to the designing part. Now it's kind of weird because most games that you see today when you want to design something, they basically have like the picture of it, but this one just has letters. So we look, as you can see, from A through A through G. We got like the high ramps, we got the low ramps and little bumps. That's the that's kind of like the patches I like to call. I don't know what you call them, but that we got the arrows that basically just regains your feel. Open grass, and then of course, now this one this is pretty cool. Kind of like a high ramp, and then with a second level of it. And once again, that's like the big ramp, probably the finish. Let's actually get this. Let's see. It's basically designed as whatever. Let's try to see what we get right here. So this track turns out. And look at there, we got 11 seconds in. And of course I did first place. Now we're going to go on to the actual races. Track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And most of these only count by days. So for the hell of it, let's just go with the first track. Now this one is kind of a simple track. And once again, you can I forgot to tell you, you also can do wheelies on here too, but you can't really hold it, so you gotta be careful with that part. Now if you hear the change in the engine, wait a minute. That's basically the crank going on, and then the temperature, once it gets low, it overheats, and that's when you have to power down. So let's just show it for an example. See, overheated motor. Now it's taking time, and then back on the road. And then once we get done with this one, we're gonna take a look at selection B and see how the races goes down. And just like that, got it. First place. So that right there is basically just a time trial. Now we're gonna take a look at the big race. We got two purples and a blue. I think the other could have been a yellow or something. Now, also with the races, you actually can't crash. So you want to try to be careful with that, especially if you're in the air. I think it's kind of better to be behind them. Oh, never mind. Man. It's like second crash. You see what that guy did? He kind of tumbled down and he was tumbling off to the side, so you gotta be careful. And honestly, for a bike, honestly for a dirt bike game, it's pretty. This is pretty reasonable. And it's my third time crashing. Yeah, and there's only one. It's only one lap per track, so that's why it goes by quick. Cause I think in actual motocross it's kind of like 5 laps. Ah. Okay, kind of fell on top of me. I didn't see that coming. Okay, all right now. Okay, that was just nothing. Yeah, so you really gotta try to be careful around these kind of races. Now I know I did not get first place because I know the time is way over. And I placed 10th. Wow. Oh, I'll actually be doing it for the game. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the whole game of Excitebike. Pretty good for a dirt biking game, especially for an 8-bit style. It's kind of hard, also to get the design on tracks. I think it's still cool. And the fact that you can only be the red guy, but in this one, he's kind of orange, and this is more detailed. But, hey, what you got to be mad for? Get a good game. And that, my friends, will be the end of the KeeKlip number 76, but still the end of KeeKlip episode 1 of season 2. And I hope you guys like it. Also, once again, if some of you have not seen any of my season 1 episodes, or episode 1 KeeKlip, sorry about that, go check it out. You can also check out more of me if you like and subscribe and comment on this video. You can also friend me on Facebook. I'm Keenan Sargent, or facebook.com/do1192. Also find me on Instagram and on Facebook, do1192, as you already know. And until next time, stay tuned for number 77, and I'll see y'all when I want to see y'all. Peace.